Hey guys, how's everyone doing on this fabulous Thursday? I'm here again. Have a few more days off. I'm super excited about that. I have one of my sweet girls with me today, and she has been bundled up in this for months, but I just do not have the heart to take her out of this little princess bundle. And so, yeah, I just hadn't changed her yet. It's probably gonna be a while before I change her. I'm using my cute little tripod that I got offline, and it has this cool little Bluetooth little camera clicker, and I was able to, press play. So I'm wondering if I press it again, will it stop like when I'm finished? So we'll test that out. So I didn't get to come and just kind of chat with you guys on yesterday, and I had like a little dizzy spell, and I had to end my other video early. So I just thought I'd come back in here and pick back up where I left off. Oh no. Okay. Hold on. Let's turn it this way. I need a new plug. It has a short in it. So sorry for that jingling. So hopefully it'll stop now. Depending on which way the cord is hanging, had to flip it around so now it's hanging to the good side, I hope. But anyway, I had a few more updates I wanted to share with you guys, and just wanted to come and chat. So like, first and foremost, how's everyone doing? How's everyone's spring break going? Hope everyone's doing well. I'm excited that in 1 week, hubby and I will be fully vaccinated. I think I talked about that. Today I go to get my stitches removed from my knee. I don't know if I could even bring, oh yeah. So it's not too bad looking. Some little stitchies. I used to, a couple days ago, I couldn't lift my leg up like that. So it's getting better slowly but surely. So I'm excited about that as well. I have some exciting news. You guys know I've talked about it before. We have officially paid our house off, and we are officially on to the next step of investing. And I just wanted to let you guys know that hubby and I have officially opened up our first account, our Roth IRA, savings, investing, and account thingamajiggy, through a very trusted company that we're using. And we officially have a financial advisor, and she is so nice and so awesome. And and the first deposit will be going in our Roth hopefully today. We both have our own Roth accounts, because you can, up to a year, you can put $6,000 per person into a Roth IRA account, and that money will grow tax free. And whenever like you're ready to take some of your earnings out of there, you just get to have the whole money without the government being able to tax any of it. So it's like it's already taxed. So there's money coming out of our account that's already been taxed. So yeah, it is kind of leery knowing that someone can move money out of your account, but they have to notify you, and it's a bunch of paperwork whenever they do move the money. But it's like all just a new experience. So like, we had our meeting with her on, was it Wednesday? Was our meeting with her on Wednesday or Thursday? No, today is Thursday, so it must have been Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't remember. We had our first meeting with her, and she was like, I want to get to know you. Like, what are your plans for retirement? Do you want to travel? Are you saving for education? You want to build a house? Also, we kind of chatted about where we see ourselves 15 years from now, and things like that. And she said the best option that she felt for us would be a Roth IRA. And we was like, yeah, we were talking about that. And a lot of people say how the Roth IRA is very good for saving. It's not like Robinhood or those other little fake investing things where it's just gambling and whatnot. It's kind of like, they're not really concerned about you trying to save money for retirement or anything. But these things, it grows over time, and it's pretty, for the most part, pretty well, it's kind of like medium to low risk and stuff like that. So we're excited about that. We are officially, well, like I said, the money hasn't transferred yet. She's going to call us when she's ready to do all that. But we have all the bank account information, everything's ready to roll, and so that we will be fully invested for 20 out. There was a time, since the time had been extended, we could have invested in, but we would have had to put in the full 6,000 per account plus the additional 3,300 or something per month to catch up for the 2021. We was like, we'll just go ahead and start with 2021. We don't want to take too much of because that money will be coming out of our savings account, which is enough money in there to do it, but we didn't want to like slice our savings account like almost in half. Yeah, probably would have been pretty much in half. So we're just gonna do 2021. So is initially for both our accounts $3,000 is going in there, and then to catch up so that we'll be at that $6,000 threshold by the end of the year, it's gonna be like $300 per per month each to go into each one of our accounts. So it's gonna be like $600, close to $700 that'll be going into the Roth, into each one of our Roths, because I have one and he has one. They do it separate. I was thinking that we could do it as a couple and it would just be 12,000, but they do it individually. So that's kind of cool. So by the end of the year, we'll have that set up. And then she was like, once you get comfortable with it, because I was telling her, I was like, well, once we get this started, what if we want to maybe take a little more of a risk, try to go for something that may grow a little bit faster, but also it is more risk to it. She was like, well, you guys just paid your house off. I want you all to enjoy, that accomplishment of you paying your house off. So what I would suggest is that, we get started with the Roth, get that money in there. And by the time next year, it was another type of account she was suggestion that we try to invest in as well, that will save us a little more money. And she said that's something that we can do together. That account will be a combined account. So we'll see what that's all about. So we'll be meeting with her. She said we have to like meet at least once a year and go over our portfolio. Oh my gosh, I feel so fancy. But this is just the beginning of our investing, and we're hoping, by the time we're ready to retire 15 years from now, it ought to be a nice chunk of change in there that we could, take the earnings out every year, if we wanted to be like supplemental income that will go along with our retirement, because we both pay into retirement plans with our jobs. So we just wanted to make sure that we don't have to go back to work, have to, come out of retirement and go back to work, because like due to inflation and whatever else, whatever percentage of our check that we will be getting, because we are still kind of like on the fence about doing drop and all that type of stuff so that you can get 100% of your salary. I'm like, man, I probably could make it off of that 75%. So that I can retire when I'm 55. So I'm looking to retire when I am 55. I'm currently 38 years old, so I have about 15 more years to go. This year right here where I'm working now, this is my 15th year being in the school system, and so I just got 15 more, and then like once you hit 30 years you can retire at any age. So I think I'll be 54 possibly when I retire. And yeah, we'll have our Roth, and that'll be extra income. So we have officially begun our investing for the future. So, yay to me and hubby. So, we're excited about that. So, off from that, on to other things. Let's see, anything else that I'm interested in? Some more things I want to talk about. What else? What else? I'm excited to, save up over the years, saving. I've been actually kind of getting the new car itch. Like I've been kind of researching my new car because I currently have a Toyota Scion hatchback, and it's gray. I love my little car. I got that after the flood. It was like no real picks and chooses. It was a cheap car that I was able to get. And like to say that I paid $6,000 for that car, and it's going on 4 years of me having it. I think it was 8 years old or 6 years old when I bought it. But it's still holding up. Like it's the Scion. It's sad that that part of Toyota died out. Like the Scion, they don't make the Scions anymore. But it really is a really good car. Like I haven't had any issues. Knock on wood. Ow! I hit my knuckle too hard with that car. It has been an excellent car. Like we had to change the battery out, and it's been to the shop maybe a handful of times for like just little minor stuff like hoses, or I think one time like my windshield wiper had came loose, but we thought it was broken, but it just had came loose and they just had to snap it back on there. And it really, I can't think of anything else. Oh, my tire. Like a lot of times I finally fixed my tire. One of my tires would always leak, but and the tire light would always come on, but we finally fixed that. Finally I got a new tire on there, and it's been running fine ever since. And I think one time my starter or something went out, or was it the battery? Because one time it wouldn't start up. But anyway, but other than that, it's been a very dependable little car, and I like my car. But like I was saying, like that new car itch has been kind of getting me a little bit. I've been checking out the car. Like I said, I am not by any means like a ritzy or flashy person that, no tea or shade to anyone that enjoys more luxurious cars like Lexus, BMW, Audis, and all that type of stuff. But I'm just like, I'm more of a practical person. I'm like, you're just really paying for the name. I'm like, that Hyundai Tucson is gonna ride just as good as a Lexus. So, so I really have had my heart set on getting a Hyundai Tucson, and that is my little small SUV that I want as my next car. We already have the money already in savings for it, so whenever we do get it, it will just be paid for cash, and hopefully we can get a good deal on it. And I'm starting to think about looking to getting a certified used car, because I am kind of slightly sedity when I'm like, I don't want no used car, I want a new car, whatever. Wishing now that I was not like that, so I could have rented like my wedding dress, because now my wedding dress that we paid all that money for just sits up in the attic doing absolutely nothing but deteriorating. And we could have just rented. I could have just rented. I'm like, I don't want no dresses some other person had on. I'm like, ugh. And I was like, that. Now that I think about it, that was so dumb, because Cedric and his groomsmen, they rented their tuxedos. It's like no point of keeping that. I should have just rented a dress and been done with it. But anyway, you live and you learn. So I'm thinking of starting to, be more. Well, we're already very practical people, but I want to be even more practical. And I'm like, I can get a certified used car, it been checked over by the dealership, you know, make sure it has low mileage on it, and I could save a couple $1,000, and it's going to be basically essentially the same car. So that's what I'm looking for. And my top three colors, can y'all guess what colors I would like? So throughout my life, I have only had three cars. I had a hand-me-down car from my mom. It was a Honda Accord, and it was green. That was my first car. And my second car, once I got in my car accident and completely totaled the Honda, that was like my one and only big accident I've ever had. It was so terrifying. Someone was running a red light and I got distracted and my light was turned, the arrow was turning, but it hadn't. I don't really remember because after I got hit, like everything just kind of was like a blur. But I looked up and saw green, and that's all I remember. I just saw green. I don't remember, was it just the green dot or the arrow, and like I just got T-boned, and I just was like, oh my god. But anyway, that was years ago, before me and Cedric got married. We were dating. I was actually on my way to his apartment at that point. At that time, it was crazy. So after that, we went car hunting, and my parents got me a Kia Altima is what I had, and it was black. And it's not like they bought it for me. Like I think they did the down payment on it, but I paid that car off myself. It was like, you wrecked your car, you gonna have to pay for this. And I think they paid the insurance on it. But like once I moved out and was with Cedric, and once we were engaged, they also passed the torch of course, of my insurance over to me as well. So I've had a black, a green Honda, a black Kia, and I've had a gray Toyota Scion. So those are my three cars I've had. And the next color I would like, top on my list, is a silver Hyundai Tucson. That is my top thing I want, with dark gray interior. Silver with dark gray interior is what I want. And I'm gonna trick that bad boy out with all my Hello Kitty stickers and stuff, just like I have my other car. I have in my eBay cart, watching like the little mat sets with the steering wheel covers and all that. I'm going to get my new stickers so that I can put on it. I'm going to trick that bad boy out. I can't wait. So I'm excited for that. I wanted to go ahead and like start buying that stuff now and just having it in the garage, so whenever I do get my car, like I already have it and it'll be ready to roll. But I'm probably not going to get it right this second, but soon I probably will start ordering my stickers, because that stuff comes from China and it'll probably take a month to get here anyway. So that's what I've been daydreaming about, getting my new car. And a second color is that it's a really pretty blue color. I don't know if any of you all have seen like the Hyundai Tucsons, and some of them come in this like really pretty blue color. It's not dark, it's not light, but it's like it's a in-between blue color that I've seen that I think really is pretty. But blue isn't my favorite color, so I'm like, I don't want a blue car. Like, I think it's so pretty, but I'm like, blue is my mom's favorite color. My favorite color, of course, is pink and turquoise and purple and stuff like that. But I was like, it's cute, but I'm like, not for me. I like looking at it, but not for me. Like, for my car, like, hands down, for me to be totally satisfied and happy, I want it to be silver. Another option would be gray. Like, I have a gray car now, and I don't mind gray, but I really want a silver car. But if it has everything I want and it's the right price, a good deal, I will take either that blue or that gray, but silver is the number one that I really want. And I didn't want black again. I'm not into red cars. I don't want green, no weird colors or tan or brown. Nah, that's not my thing. I think a nice clean silver would be nice. Call it the silver bullet. Wait, let's take that back. But never mind. Heads out of the gutter. But anyway, but anyway, so that's something I'm looking forward to. Looking forward to like doing some house maintenance and projects. Our concrete is kind of for our driveway is just disheveled and broken in pieces towards the bottom. So we definitely want to get that redone. At some point, we're going to have to get our roof redone, and also we want to do get a new fence up. But honestly, the people behind us, their fence, we could see it, but it was their fence. Their fence was like rotten to the core, but they finally tore that fence down and put a new fence up, so it looks so much better. And it's not like we have dogs or anything. Like we have like our driveway or whatnot, and we had like a little fence to like fence off our backyard, but there's like nothing back there, so it really doesn't. We really don't need a fence to keep anyone out of anything. There's literally nothing in our backyard, and you could just easily just go through our other little area, which that's going to be closed off soon. So at some point we probably would like to get, just for aesthetic, a fence up there. But like I said, when it's time for them to cut the grass, the fence was, if anything, was more in the way. And the fact that my husband actually put the fence up, a new fence up, and it wasn't constructed the best. My husband's not a carpenter or anything, so with them constantly moving it, and the pole eventually was like rotted and broke off, and we tore it down, and it's just a little piece left over on the side that I really want removed. So I'm gonna tell him to at least take the fence part off, and that other piece can just hang out for right now. And the last thing we want to do, like to upgrade our house, is to close off our back patio area, and it's gonna be like a little sunroom. So I have like my ideas and plans for that. Somewhere we can go in the fall and the springtime and hang out outside without me being constantly attacked by mosquitoes. So I just have such a grand plan for that, and gonna get some really cute gray outdoor furniture to go out there. It's gonna be really nice. We're gonna have get some fixtures. It's gonna be like outdoor fans that we're gonna get installed under there. So if it's kind of warm, we can turn the fans on, whatever. And we also need to get like some electrical rewiring stuff done in the attic, and some things outside of the house, because sometimes we trip the breaker sometimes, and like I said, I don't know if we just be running too much stuff sometimes. But I understand why we trip it in the kitchen. Like sometimes I'll be washing clothes, the oven's on, and I needed to microwave something, and boom, it'll break. It will trip the breaker. But I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I had all that stuff on. But anyway, it's only so much stuff you can run on it, so it's not that big of a deal. But when they redid our house, they did mess up a light switch that we want to use for something else, but we're gonna call an electrician out for that at some point. So those are like my dreams and aspirations, plans for the house and for the future and stuff like that. And also, like, the school year is almost up. We actually get to go on a vacation this year, and I am so stoked. We will be in Minneapolis to go to the Mall of Louisiana, Lord, the Mall of America, and that's like our whole trip, just to go check out the Mall of America. So all of the entertainment is going to be there, so I'm excited about that. And like I was telling you guys yesterday, the next doll show, I think I want to go to the one in Florida though. I mean, I want to go Two Rows, but it's just, I don't know, maybe maybe things will change, but it's just not a huge variety of ethnicities that you can purchase at Rose. So I'm going to try the one in Florida and see if they have, you know, some different stuff there. And the other ones I can't do because like they be having one in August and I'm at work, so that's not gonna happen. Can't just take off from work right at the beginning of school. So I need them to adjust that to like the end of July or something for folks, for teachers and stuff. I know some teachers in other places they don't start school until September, but we start school in August down here. So right at the smack beginning of August, unfortunately. And they trying to make us start the middle of July this go around. I hope that gets shut down so quick, cause no. Everybody wants their full 8 weeks of summer. Like even the kids are like, we don't want to go to school early. I'm like, and the teachers saying the same thing. We don't want to go to school early either. so, so we'll see how that goes. So anything else? I'm about to go. Oh, that's what else I wanted to say. Our cats are going to be high tech cats now. So because we're going to be going on vacation, we're going to be gone for a week. We decided to go ahead and get Lola another portion feeder RX, like Lil Dude has. It has a little cover on it, and he has a little necklace, a little doggle that whenever he approaches his food, it'll open up and it dispenses out his food 4 times a day, and you can say how much food you want to dispense. So say if I have a half a cup, it will dispense 1/4 of that half a cup for those 4 meals throughout the day, so that they're not just sitting there good eating so much. And it dispenses out for them. You fill it up, you program it. And Lola's getting one. She has one too. I just washed it, and we're going to program it so that if she tries to approach his bowl, it won't open, and if he tries to approach hers, vice versa, it won't open, to keep them out of each other's food, because unfortunately they both like each other's food, but both of their food doesn't like them. So Lola will eat Lil Dude's food, but she will regurgitate it, and the same thing for Lil Dude. So to keep them out of each other's food, they can't get in it. That's going to be great to feed them, and that'll be awesome. Oh, low storage. Okay, I'm gonna have to end this video soon. All right, so and also we bought the litter robot, so we're waiting on it to be delivered. But we do have the litter robot, so that they will have, the litter robot will automatically sift their poops and peeps. So while we're not here and we can't manage it, it'll be taken care of. So with that being said, I'm low on storage and I have to go. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. If you really like this video, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And if you really like this video, go ahead and click that bell so you will be notified each and every time that I upload a video. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Mwah. Peace. Bye-bye.